pretty much used Acelepryn right away. We were in the growing phase, obviously, so this entire project we grew from sprigs, so we used Acelepryn right away. But other properties prior to this, I used a lot of Seven, Durazban, Merit, all that kind of stuff. So here I started using Acelepryn mainly because we had quite a bit of armyworm pressure, and we kind of got dinged a little bit into growing early on with some of it, and so we started off using it right off the bat. So, and we've been using it ever since. So for the last 2 years. Toes into it, and we went off the lower rate. So I think we might have started with a 4-ounce rate, I believe, and that's really designed for mostly just fall armyworms.
Yeah.
And then as we progressed, we used it to control other pests at a much higher rate, and we have had really almost no insect problems whatsoever all across the board. I know it's not really, it's for even mole crickets, which I know on the label it's really meant to just suppress mole crickets, but mole crickets have not been an issue in 2 years, and it's really the only product that we're using. So I'd have to assume we're getting some sort of control, even with mole crickets. So yeah, like I said, very little, if any, issues with insects. Now we're more towards that 15 to 16 ounce rate per acre. And that gives us greater control over a more broad spectrum of pests. So we've seen no outbreaks of any kind. So that's always good. Well, great, because it's one product, and it covers such a wide range of insects that it's kind of a one-stop shop, right? You just use it, spray it, and kind of forget about it. I mean, one little instance, which is kind of when you're in a growing phase, there's a lot going on, and so you have a fairway, you'll have a tee, you'll have a green, you'll have all these things get put in, and they're kind of all like a big puzzle piece. Well, it's kind of hard to keep up on what head did I exactly spray Acelepryn on and what didn't I. We actually had forgotten about a tee box area that was in the woods along some trees, and literally within a day's time, armyworms had completely taken it over. We went back to our spray sheets and realized that we had actually not sprayed that yet.
Yeah.
And so it gives you an idea of what would it be like had we not used the product. You can only imagine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not a Florida guy. I'm not, so I've been down here 2 years. I'm from Wisconsin, so we have a lot fewer pests. But people had talked about, the greater insect pressure that you get here in Florida, especially mole crickets. And I have not, to this day, I've not seen much pressure. I have to attribute that to Acelepryn. So. Well, I think I just hit on it there. I think basically, because it controls most, if not all, the insects that we're looking to control, but it also, not having to spray it all the time also helps. It's because it lasts so long in control. We're not out there every 2 weeks, 3 weeks spraying, a product where, hey, we could spray it every couple, 3, 4 months, depending on how much we sprayed last time, what we're looking to control. Is nice as well. So not having to go out with it all the time really helps, because it's got such good control over a longer period of time. I think as is, I think we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing. I mean, so far it's worked to the point where insects have been a non-issue. So I have to feel like we're not going to change what we've been doing if it's been working. So just keep applying it like we have been, getting a wide range of control for a multitude of pests, and we do it on all 3 of the courses here. So we have 57 holes, and we use it all throughout the property on all of our fine turf, and it works brilliantly. So.